The late afternoon sun was shining softly through the lace curtains as Amy Roloff sat in her comfortable living room. She was looking through a faded photo album while curled up in her favorite recliner with an old duvet over her legs. Every page included recollections, pictures of milestones, family get-togethers, calmer times that seemed to belong in a different life, and moments of laughing. She kept her fingers on a wedding day photo of herself and Marek. With smiles that promised a lifetime of happiness, they appeared incredibly content at that time, surrounded by friends and family. But she didn't grin today. Aside from the steady ticking of the clock on the mantel, the room was silent. Though there wasn't an awkward quiet, the air felt heavy because of its weight. With a sigh, she placed the album on the coffee table and gently closed it. The silence was broken by Chris's footsteps. With his hands in his jeans pockets and a worried expression on his face, he emerged from the doorway. Hi everyone, hope you are well, please do subscribe, give this video thumbs up. Over the preceding 2 weeks, he had observed her retreat, her periods of reflection growing longer and more frequent. He entered the room and murmured softly, "Hey, Amy. You've spent the entire day sitting here. What are you thinking about?" Amy gazed up at him with a mixture of resolve and despair in her eyes. "Chris, do you ever feel like we're living 2 different lives?" she asked in a steady yet hushed voice. As if we had veered off course somewhere along the way? With a frown, Chris took a seat across from her and leaned forward, resting his elbows on his knees. "I'm not sure if I would say that," he said cautiously. "Yes, there have been difficulties. All couples do. However, divorce? Is that what you're thinking about?" Amy shook her head, annoyed at the circumstance. "Not with him. Chris, it's not about you. In a conventional sense, it's not even about us. Everything else is it. The cameras, the farm, the unceasing attention. I feel as though I have lost my identity because I have been working so hard to keep everything together." Chris extended his arm and grasped her hand. "You're Amy Roloff. You are resilient, loving, and strong. We agreed to work together to overcome these obstacles. What has changed?" She paused and withdrew her hand, threatening to cry. "I am the one who has changed," she responded, her voice cracking. "Chris, I've lost myself. I've developed a habit of trying to live up to everyone's expectations, and I'm not sure how to change that without taking a step back." Amy later sat by herself in front of the camera for a confessional moment. The small environment and low lighting in the room accentuated her statement's unvarnished honesty. With her hands on her lap, she stated, "This decision isn't about blaming Chris. He has been my partner and my rock. However, I can't ignore the voice inside of me telling me that I need to rediscover who I am. I need room to breathe, recover, and determine my life's purpose." Matt Roloff asked the family to meet at the farm a few days later. There was tension in the air as everyone felt the weight of unsaid worries. With his hands on his hips, Matt stood in the middle of the group. He remarked, "Amy, Chris, we've all been through a lot together. As a family, we have always persevered through the many ups and downs this farm has experienced. We must not allow this to split us apart." Amy glanced around the group of people she knew well, including her kids, her ex-husband, and her current spouse, who were all closely observing her. She inhaled deeply. She declared, "I'm not saying goodbye forever. I simply need time to sort things out. To rediscover who I am outside of all of this, I need some time to myself." Chris nodded in a forceful yet quiet voice. "I'll help you, Amy, if that's what you need. I don't want to prevent you from doing what's best for yourself. However, I sincerely hope, no, I think, that we may reconnect." Amy wandered over the fields of the farm alone, herself in her last moments. The countryside was illuminated by the warm, ethereal glow of the setting sun. The grass crunched quietly under her boots as she walked slowly and deliberately. She stopped by the fence line and gazed out at the horizon while resting her hands on the aged wood. Her quiet, reflective voice drifted across the placid landscape. She asserted that love isn't necessarily about clinging. Knowing when to let go, even for a short period, is crucial at times. This is an opportunity for growth, hope, and a fresh start. It's not the end. Amy turned and left as the sun began to set, her outline disappearing into the twilight. The farm stood motionless, a mute observer of a romance that was far from over. And there's more. According to the most recent information circulating on social media, the Christmas family reunion was a little people, big world affair. The pictures speak for themselves. Several branches of the Roloff family visited Amy Roloff and Chris Marek's home to deliver news and positive vibes. It took some time for the long-running program to officially declare its end, but fans of Little People, Big World had a sneaking suspicion when Zach and Tori Roloff revealed they were leaving after season 25. According to a recent insider, Matt Roloff was the only member of the family who still desired to continue filming Little People, Big World seasons. Now that it's finally finished, the rest of the family is relieved that they don't have to plan their life around a TLC filming schedule. According to the most recent Little People, Big World rumors, a number of Roloff family branches spent the Christmas holiday at Amy Roloff and Chris Marek's house for a Roloff family reunion. A number of the cousins were able to reunite and spend time together. Amy Roloff even posted a picture of herself with all of the Roloff spouses, including Audrey, Tori, and Isabel. It is evident that they have managed to set aside their family conflicts in order to spend Christmas together, which many viewers of Little People, Big World adore. This latest holiday gathering of the Roloff family is noteworthy since it took place at the home of Amy Roloff and Chris Marek. None of the pictures circulating featured Matt Roloff or Karen Chandler. Thus, it appears that Zach and Matt Roloff's feud is still going strong. Still, the fact that all of the Roloff wives and cousins are gathering to commemorate this unique occasion is encouraging for the future. It appears that some work is being made on some of the fences, even though they haven't all been fixed yet. At the end of the day, that's all anyone can hope for. Many fans of Little People, Big World are happy to see that different Roloff family branches have set aside their disagreements for the benefit of the kids and to allow Amy to spend this particular holiday with her grandchildren. As the holidays approach, Tori and Zach Roloff decided to celebrate Christmas 2024 in a unique way, and their millions of fans are undoubtedly enjoying the outcome. What did Zach and Tori ultimately do with their children that was so popular? Zach and Tori Roloff have had a lot more time to devote to other pursuits since they formally declared their intention to leave Little People, Big World following season 25. Without having to deal with the demands of a TLC filming schedule, they have a lot more time to devote to their beloved podcast or their kids. Fans who follow this family on Little People, Big World are aware that Tori Roloff got into the Christmas spirit early this year. Weeks before the holiday even came, the mother of three posted pictures of her Christmas decorations, and many people praised her for starting early. The annual family photos of Zach Roloff, Tori Roloff, and their children are one of the things that fans of Little People, Big World look forward to seeing, especially during the holidays. They came up with a unique idea for family vacation photos this year, and fans of Little People, Big World are loving how they decided to handle it. The whole Little People Big World family took pictures in boxes this time. This holiday season, even Tori Roloff joined in on the concept, despite the fact that it was much harder for her to fit into one of the categories. Even though fans of Little People, Big World may disagree with Zach and Tori Roloff on some of their opinions and the content they post online, they adore any updates they receive about their kids. In this instance, the whole family of five joined in on the joyous Christmas celebration, and fans of Little People, Big World had a lot to say about the outcome. Tori Roloff, star of Little People, Big World, recently disclosed that she is going through a difficult time with her grandmother. The TLC personality requested for prayers and updated her fans on the situation. What is happening in this situation, and what do we currently know? One person who enjoys decorating for Christmas early is Tori Roloff. Viewers enjoy seeing how she is decorating her home this year, as she has been posting holiday decor and other details about her home. Tori Roloff recently sent her devoted followers of Little People, Big World, an update. As Christmas music played and she got into the groove of things, she posted a late-night photo of herself wrapping presents. "So here I am," Tori Roloff said to her fans. staying up past my family's bedtime, taking in the sound of the nutcracker, wrapping up our final presents, and simply giving thanks to God for my small family. I'm reminding myself that we will always celebrate the birth of our Savior," Tori continued. Regardless, there is still positive news to report. Tori Roloff shared some heartbreaking news about her grandmother on social media while also getting into the holiday spirit. She claimed that things had been a little rough, according to Tori. As it happens, her grandmother hasn't been doing well and has been sick for a while now. Although Tori Roloff did not elaborate on everything that has been happening with her family member, it must be a serious matter if she is speaking out about it. It appears that the situation is so dire that Tori Roloff just prayed for her fans. "She's in a lot of pain and it's hard watching someone you care so deeply for struggle," Tori continued. "As a mother, it's been difficult to keep myself together right now for my kids," Tori Roloff added. Despite the health issues she is currently facing with her grandma, Tori Roloff says she is keeping it together so her kids can enjoy the wonder of Christmas. Many people are praying for Tori at this trying time, despite the fact that many Little People Big World fans may be critical of her for some of her actions and for a lot of what she posts online. In her most family update, Little People Big World star Tori Roloff made it apparent how things stand in the midst of the continuing Roloff family fight. What was Tori's opinion of this most recent significant update? Fans of Little People Big World will recall that the Roloff family dispute began after Zach and Jeremy Roloff failed to sell a piece of Roloff Farms to each other. TLC spent several seasons exploiting this feud on the show. Even though Jeremy Roloff and his family have lived on Roloff Farms since everything happened, many people believed that Zach and Tori Roloff had moved their family to Battle Ground, Washington, on purpose to avoid Matt Roloff after the transaction fell through. Since all of this Little People Big World drama hit the fan, fans have had a lot to discuss and speculate about. We've discussed anything from Zach and Tori separating their kids from Matt to retaliate against him for the farm sale, among other things. Zach Roloff was still obviously wounded and resentful of everything that had happened, even in the final season of Little People Big World, which ended up being the show's finale. Although these feuds are entertaining to watch, they are not very effective at splintering families and allowing old wounds to linger. In light of all that has transpired over the years among various Roloff family branches, Tori Roloff gave her fans a startling update on the internet. As it turns out, Tori got into the holiday spirit by sharing pictures with Audrey and Isabel Roloff. There have been occasions where Tori Roloff and Audrey have not agreed, in addition to the significant conflict between Matt and Zach. Therefore, when it comes to this family, there are layers of dispute. But according to these most recent reports, the Roloff women were beaming, which seems to indicate that the animosity isn't as strong as it once was. Even though they could all be pretending to be nice for the holidays, the most important thing is that the Roloff children were able to spend time together, and that's what matters most in the end. This recent meeting could also significantly contribute to extending that olive branch, even if some conflict still persists. Let us know in the comments. And stay tuned by subscribe to our channel to get more updates like this. Thank you, bye guys.